Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Marcus Aurelius. Summum bonum was the expression of Cicero, Rome's greatest orator. In Latin, it means the highest good. And what is the highest good? What is it that we are supposed to be aiming for in this life? To the Stoics, the answer is virtue. They said everything we faced in life was an opportunity to respond with virtue. Even in really bad situations, even painful or scary ones. If we act virtuously, they believed everything else necessary could follow. Happiness, success, meaning, reputation, honor, and love. Cicero said, "The man who has virtue is in need of nothing whatever for the purpose of living well." Okay, but what is virtue? Virtue comes from the Latin word virtus, which means strength, power, or moral excellence. To be virtuous is to excel at being human. The Stoics believed there were 4 cardinal virtues on which life hinged. 1. Wisdom. Viktor Frankl said, "Between stimulus and response there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In that space is wisdom's opportunity." The ancient Greek Stoics emphasized the importance of practical wisdom, sometimes referred to as prudence, which they called phronesis. This virtue of Stoicism was important for distinguishing the differences between the good, the bad, and the indifferent. Stoics thought being able to make these distinctions was crucial in making sound judgments and logical decisions in a practical, considered way, rather than acting with passion or impulse. They divided wisdom into common sense, calculation, quick-wittedness, discretion, and resourcefulness. Contemporary Stoic scholar Massimo Pigliucci says, "A wise person is the one that takes the right course of action, not just instrumentally, but morally." 2. Courage. Epictetus was once asked which words would help a person thrive. He said, "2 words should be committed to memory and obeyed: persist and resist." In Stoicism, courage, also known as fortitude or bravery, is considered an essential virtue for leading a virtuous and meaningful life. Stoics believe that fear and discomfort stem from irrational beliefs and judgments. Therefore, developing courage involves cultivating rationality and aligning one's actions with reason. Courage is viewed as a strength of character that enables individuals to navigate life's challenges without succumbing to emotional turmoil. Stoic courage involves making deliberate choices based on reason and wisdom, accepting what is beyond one's control, and maintaining composure amidst life's uncertainties. It is not about the absence or elimination of fear, desire, or anxiety. It is about acting in the right way despite our fears, desires, and anxieties. It's not just about physical bravery, but also about mental and emotional resilience. 3. Justice. The Roman Stoic philosopher Musonius Rufus described justice as to honor equality, to want to do good, and for a person being human, to not want to harm human beings. This is the most honorable lesson, and it makes just people out of those who learn it. Of the 4 Stoic virtues, Marcus Aurelius said justice was the most important. To him, it was the source of all the other virtues. After all, how impressive is courage if it's only about self-interest? What good is wisdom if not put to use for the whole world? Justice in Stoicism is broader than the way we define it in our language and legal systems today. The Stoic virtue of justice emphasized the importance of treating others with fairness, equity, respect, and kindness. It goes beyond the mere observance of laws and societal norms, focusing on the cultivation of a just and compassionate character. Justice in Stoicism encompasses both our interactions with others and our role as responsible members of society. It entails treating others as we would like to be treated. Are we kind, courteous, understanding, respectful, fair, and generous? Do we provide support when people need it? Do we give back to our community? Or do we just take? Marcus Aurelius wrote, "That which is not good for the beehive cannot be good for the bee." If we damage our community, we ultimately damage ourselves. Justice, therefore, is our ability to benefit the beehive. 4. Temperance. The Stoic virtue of temperance, often referred to as self-control, self-discipline, or moderation, holds a central place in Stoicism's ethical framework. The Stoic virtue of temperance advocates for the avoidance of excesses and the cultivation of a balanced and disciplined life. As Epictetus eloquently expressed, "No man is free who is not a master of himself." Stoics believe that true freedom comes from mastering one's own desires and emotions, allowing rationality and virtue to guide one's actions. In modern society, where consumption and instant gratification are often celebrated, Stoic temperance offers a profound lesson. It encourages individuals to be mindful of their desires, differentiating between genuine needs and transient cravings. By practicing moderation in the use of technology and leisure, individuals can cultivate a more balanced and meaningful existence. Seneca, the prominent Stoic philosopher, highlighted the role of temperance in attaining tranquility when he wrote, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." This quote emphasizes that true wealth lies in seeking contentment in simplicity and moderation, rather than in endless pursuit of material possessions or excessive pleasures. The virtue of temperance can be summed up nicely in another Seneca quote, "Pleasures, when they go beyond a certain limit, are but punishments."